Denise Coates, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you.
Great to meet you. And I've got your book here. I've been really impressed with what I've been seeing on social media. And you've given this to me today. I'm really going to read it over the weekend already. I can tell within the first few words I'm going to enjoy reading this. It talks about conquering cancer together. So you've got a story. You wanted to tell your story. So why write a book? Why is it important for you to tell your story, Denise?
Okay, well, firstly, thank you for having me here.
You're absolutely welcome. The pleasure is
It's
mine.
always a privilege of mine to visit any sort of educational establishment in Luton. Yeah, so it all really started when I was having treatment and finishing the end of my treatment for some radiotherapy, and I was coming to the end, and I was in Mount Vernon Cancer Hospital.
So that's probably about 6-7 years ago, so it's 2015.
Yeah, sorry, seven years ago.
Yeah,
Just to kind of like chip in as well. We're doing this video today because on the 4th of February 2023, I'm 7 years cancer free.
Wow.
So World Cancer Day.
What do you say though? When someone says, do I say congratulations or do I? Because I know that sounds like an odd thing to say.
You can say.
Can I give you a hug? Can I say congratulations?
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Fine.
Absolutely.
Just so you know, guys. Okay.
Yeah, on 4th of February this year, I'm 7 years cancer free, and it's a huge thing. And yeah, and
I'll give you a hug now. Then. I might not see you on the 4th of February. That's amazing.
And I'm actually celebrating. I'm going to celebrate. Yeah.
Well, why should you
Big
not?
thing. So just quickly going back to Mount Vernon Hospital, I was finishing having treatment. While I was having treatment, I witnessed humility and kindness beyond measure. But I also witnessed the devastating effects of cancer. So when it was all done, I walked out and it was almost like I was looking at my life through a different set of eyes. And I thought to myself, well, what can I do? What can I do? I just had this something burning desire in me to give back. And it became apparent that health awareness wasn't in education and PSHE wasn't mandatory at the time. Mm-hmm. So I worked with Chorley High School for Girls.
Yeah, know the school really well, fantastic school.
And we campaigned in Parliament. They worked with me. We were filmed at Chorley Girls School. And and in 2020 it was passed by government in PSHE, Health Awareness Prevention of Cancer, in national curriculum.
So it's a mandatory requirement in schools now to have to address that.
Okay. That's right. Yeah, and it wasn't. So that was my concern. I just thought, well, in 2018, why are we talking about it in the classroom?
Yeah, okay.
It's about prevention. It's about early detection of cancer may save your life.
It's about education.
It's about education.
Well. Yeah.
And it saved my life.
Wow. Okay.
So that was kind of my drive, was more around education. It was more about future generations, because for me, cancer awareness, like trailblazer for me, I just spoke about a little bit about her earlier on, was Dame Deborah James. So there is a place for awareness and patient advocacy, and I think I'm that in Luton. I try to be anyway.
You definitely are, and I think a lot of what you're talking about is education. People need to be given information so they can make informed decisions about what they need to do next. And so this is about raising awareness, isn't it, really? So you've gone into Chorley Girls, you've actually got it into the national curriculum, so we can actually start doing things. What other things have we been doing to actually raise awareness, and what else could we be doing to raise awareness?
Well, right, okay, so there's something that's really important at the moment, and it's something that has become apparent, that we are in the country the third most giving according to Just Giving. Okay, so with that, I was really blown away by that, really, because the irony is that in terms of us, the screening statistics in Luton, we don't meet the government average. So it's a bit down in Luton. It's about 68%, when indeed it should be about 72%.
And what that means then is
what I kind of want to say is that we are the top 3 of giving, but we don't put ourselves forward enough for going for our screening and putting ourselves forward for that treatment early on.
Why do you think that is in Luton? Because in Luton it's one of the most generous and giving places I've ever
and that's
been
why
in.
I champion Luton. It's really important, particularly when the school have raised £60,000 collectively for Cancer Research UK. Yeah. You guys have raised £1,000 for Wear It Pink Day. Yeah. So Yeah, I'd like to know the answer of that. I
Well,
don't know that I do know the answer of
let's
that.
see how Luton Sixth Form College can help you. So we have 3,200 16 to 18-year-olds. Now, if you wrap around them their family support, parents and uncles and aunties, we've probably got a reach of 10,000. So we're one of the most followed colleges in the area on Twitter and social media. What we can do, after this, we will have to then push it out there to our followers, to that wider community, and talk about exactly what you told us. Actually, get out there, scream more, educate each other, talk about, because I think people just don't talk about it either, do they?
No, you're right. You're right. In terms of, it's because it's obviously triggering, because 1 in 2 or 3 of us are going to get cancer.
Yeah.
And but I kind of have to overthink. I have to put that to the back. I have to speak about this. I have to create awareness and stuff. And you're right. It's just, we need to speak about it. We need to pass all this information around, and it really will make a difference to people's lives.
And also from a personal perspective, my father passed away from cancer. My mum actually went through a kind of the process not so long ago. She's got the all clear, etc. So, but that 1 in 3. So I've got 5 friends who I've known from school and college. It was quite unique. We known each other for 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
We had this conversation, and guys don't talk, but we had that conversation. Do you know what? There's 5 of us. Statistically, one of us might get, and we haven't yet. And then we had this conversation, we had a bit of a laugh and a joke, and then we took it seriously, thinking, but we need to have those conversations, and especially within, my family, maybe within sort of the community that I come from. It's a kind of to be a subject. I think people don't even know how to raise the subject.
Yeah, right, okay. So we need to try and change the narrative around cancer a bit, don't we? What we can do is we can look at the survival rates of cancer. And
if caught early, a part of a screening process.
That helps, that's a massive help. Yes, of course it is. Yeah. But when we look at the survival rates, I mean, I'm a media volunteer for Cancer Research UK. So when we look at that and we see what's the advances that have been made over the years, and the percentages are going up with survival, and the better chance you have, it's all about going early on, like you said. So if we can really encourage that, and let's talk about it a little bit more without,
I think I know what you mean. I think people, when I hear cancer, something happens. My heart starts to go. I immediately think, oh my God, after this person is going to die. Yeah. And after what you're talking about, there's lots of areas where people survive. They work through it, and they. Yeah. But if they kind of put their heads in the sand, which and then they don't go to their GP, they don't talk to somebody about it, then ironically it increases the chance of after them not surviving and creating the very narrative that they were scared of in the first place.
Yeah,
so that kind of
exactly. Exactly that.
Okay.
So that's amazing. You'll be able to share this around the college for me. Thank you so much.
I think I've got a PR manager trying to come in after, so she can come in. She won't be on kind of. She's trying to be quiet. Folks, don't worry. After our PR manager's coming in and trying to pretend that she isn't kind of in there. But she's really important. She's behind the camera, folks. But we've actually just said that we're going to put this out there on our social media. We're going to kind of raise awareness internally. We've got 10,000 reach, etc. We're in an important part of the community. So homework for you, Miss Actors, after let's get this out there. Let's spread the message.
And I think that's the thing. We give so much. You all give so much in this town. Let's just.
If you give more, you get more. I honestly think if you give without any kind of expectation of receiving, you just pass it on. And that's what I love about Luton, and that generosity of spirit. So this is part of that process, isn't it?
Yes,
looking after each other and working together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.